Alright guys, stay tuned to the end of the video. Don't sneak ahead and get to the mountain climbing part. But end of the video ends with a mountain hike all the way up. Stay tuned, don't skip ahead. Well, we're in Helper, Utah. That's a southbound empty coal train crew changing. Yeah, the crew change office is right up there, about a half mile. So he hangs out here until they get the new crew on, then they free up that crossing right there. But going this way, you're immediately heading up elevation, going up Soldier Summit. Now, this is where you start climbing up Soldier Summit. There's a signal block down there, but most of them wait down here by the road crossing so they don't block the road. Now, we'll go down. You can see the, well, maybe not, the engine's down there by the yard office. They got a lot of trails. If I had the time, I'd just go all the way to the top there. We'll go to the historic downtown area. Yeah, this is one of my old hops. Of course, there was a lot more bushes in here. They kind of cleared it out. Last time I caught out of here, I went north. Me and some guy riding together. We went and bought a half gallon of vodka each. Don't even remember the trip. Then one time out of Provo heading this way, me and a guy were riding together and the train stops. We're in a boxcar and the train stops right at a road crossing. And there's a house just right there, that first driveway. And a guy sees us, runs inside, comes out with a bottle of wine and sets it in the doorway of the boxcar. You guys have a good trip. Wish I could go with you. It was like some of that Ernest and Julio Gallo stuff. 5%, but oh, that was really cool. Somebody to come right up to the boxcar and hand you something. Yeah, there's kind of the switching yard area. They really don't do too much switching here. They do, but only like a few cars and then they're done. Now this building here, I want to say maybe at one time it was railroad related. This main line here, that crew change office is just up. Actually, I think it's at the Amtrak station. Crew change is. But the thing about hopping on the train on this side, see, you got everybody kind of seeing you. But that's like if you want to go south, you got to wait on the north end of the crew change, and vice versa. You know, that might be the post office. It kind of has that post office brick, government brick look. That might be a church to my right. You know, this is the smallest town I've ever seen a homeless shelter in. Man, wonder what size that is. Big Bad John. Big Bad John. Yeah, it's a city auditorium. I think a library, yeah. Yeah, we're in the old historical downtown of Helper, Utah. Wow, JCPenney. I guess it stands for JC Picture Frame now. Yeah, I hope I don't end up catching out at night again. Seems like 90% of the time I end up getting a dang night train. Well, I'm finally back in the state my ID's from. Yeah, this is where I waited last night when it started raining. I just come up here and waited it out. About 45 minutes. It wasn't too bad. Just a little light sprinkle. Maybe tenth of an inch of rain, maybe. To hold the dust down today. What? That tile, ceramic tile on that building reminds me of the old Baytown Tunnel. Lincoln, like Freeport, Brazos, Port, Texas area to Houston. Used to have a tunnel there. I think they closed it and imploded it or built a bridge now. If anybody knows anything about that, I think it was called Baytown Tunnel, but it was covered on the inside with little tiles like that, but they were kind of like a baby blue, powder blue inside the tunnel. We called it Granny's Tunnel, because every time we'd go visit my granny, we had to go through that tunnel. She lived in like Port Arthur area. We had to go through that tunnel. We called it Granny's Tunnel. Yeah, it's crew change office. Yeah, and I think Amtrak is same building. Let's get up here and see. La Big Bad John. Yeah. Oop, I hear a train. Hear it? I hear something chugging. Well, it may be stationary. Maybe doing inspection on it too. Yeah, loaded coal. Yeah, he come across that bridge in Grand Junction in the last video. Boy, he's barely moving. Yeah, I figured why I waited. I would get some train food. Yeah, this old gas station. It's actually like a tourist attraction thing now. Air! Remember on Spaceballs? Yeah, they got a lot of little neat stuff in that little market down there. Yeah. Red cream soda again. Got a bunch of these. Yeah, and these little bitty, usually I have to buy them big long 18-inch long French breads, and they don't fit in my bucket. But I've never seen these little mini ones. And some cinnamon donut holes, I guess, and some Nally chili. That's my favorite brand chili. I hope that don't break. Sometimes the little handle does break. Yep, I hear the DPU. Yeah, a lot of this coal, when it gets to Salt Lake City, it'll go southwest into Nevada. But most of the plants are around that Salt Lake City Valley area. Now, if I end up catching out at night, I'm gonna go ahead and just wait till morning somewhere. Like I might try to get off in Provo, but we'll see. Can't really plan ahead. Just take it minute by minute. Let me gather up again. You know, you ought to see the ones like this in Las Vegas. Oh my God, they're like a whole city. Of course, they're 12 foot tall down there. Yeah, they got hundreds of people living in them in Las Vegas. Oh, I bet this flash floods too. I don't see a date anywhere on it. Yeah, I would like to catch out of here during the day. That way I can show Soldier Summit, but seems like everything rolls at night on this old Rio Grande. This is still that Rio Grande. I'm almost back. La 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 la. Yeah, it kind of surprised me last night with that rain. Yeah, Soldier Summit, the tracks veer off, go to the left, then they go back to the right, and work their way up Soldier Summit, then back down the other side, and then you come out in Provo. And there used to be a little switching yard there. They had a lot of times when you caught out of here, you'd stop for an hour and switch cars, pick up, drop off. Anyway, hey, you didn't blow. That was against FRA rules. FRA rule breaker. Pinnacle. Dang, what is this? Switch up day? Well, here we go again. What I find here. No date. But let's see if I can get up in there. Fall backwards first. Oh, they're just big, long slabs of rock. Man, I wish I'd have brought my marker. Huh. Perfect place to wait if you're heading southbound. Boy, look at all that wood. Firewood. Oh yeah, you ain't getting up that. That either. Huh. Boy, this must flood a lot. All them big trees washed down. Not sure what that is up there, that trestle looking thing. Let me grab my balance a little better. I'll have to look on Google Maps. Man, look at all that kindling. And if it was flat in here, this would be the most ideal hop out. But, like Bin Laden hiding out in the caves and putting out them videos, the world's best geologist wouldn't be able to tell where he was. So I'm not worried about anybody knowing where this is. Now, if you're a train rider, you might, and that's okay. Boy, talk about difference. Wonder why this one's so darn big and that one's like a little sparrow compared. Maybe it has to do with the elevation. That road overhead, they just had to build it extra high. No date on that either. You know, down in Neosho, Missouri, they have a bridge where water runs under it like this. It's about half as big as this. And it says Hobo Creek on it. And I love Neosho and Noel. I used to think it was Noel, but Noel, I think. Alright, more of that crumbly rail. Just shelled so bad. Oh. And there's your overhead red block. If you ever hear me mention the overhead block or signal, that's what I'm talking about. Trains will, if they got a red, they'll stop about right in there, but since that road crossing is down there, they'll just stop on the other side of that to keep from blocking the road. We're going to try to go up, see how high I can get on that bluff over there. Alright, we made it to the very bottom. There's that balancing rock. Let's see. It's kind of awkward looking. It ain't got much more time being that way. One good, really big rain. Man, you imagine one of them rolling down. That's really neat. If you look at, I believe it was Apollo 17, the last mission to the moon. There was a rock they come across, they named Split Rock. And you can actually see where Split Rock rolled down the hill on the moon. There's like a trail it left. Millions of years old. Being no erosion. It looks like it happened an hour before. And then the rock split in half when it finally settled in its current place. Yeah, that's where, that was the only mission they sent a non-astronaut. They sent a geologist to the moon. Yeah, they spent more time on the moon during Apollo 17 than all the other missions combined. They had 3 EVAs. They were on the moon's surface like 70 or almost 80 hours. Let's see how high we can get. That'd be nice to see a train come. Now, yeah, down on the other end of the yard, south end of the yard, back in the day, I've camped up on the bluff up there. It kind of flattens out on top. There's like a big water tank. If you look on Google Maps, satellite view, you'll see a cemetery up there on the south end of town. That's about where one of my old places camped was. You'll really notice it because it's the only big rectangle green spot. Oh, I gotta sit down. Oh wow, something's under there. Somebody hid something. Just parts to them wires, I think, or them cables. Oh. Got something in my mouth, spider web or something. All right. Boy, if I hear a hey, there's a sheer cliff looking different color. Let me turn it off and get up this big bluff here. I just noticed something over there. Just kind of looking northwest. There's a bunch of tank cars on that other side of Yeah, there's a main line going to Soldier Summit this direction. One long tree. Well, that rock really looks unstable now. Alright. Way above the tracks now. Check out this rock. Mr. Sandstone, bring me a dream. Bring me up this hill as fast as you can. Bum, 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 bum. Get me up to Balancing Rock. Da 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 da. Okay, getting closer. I'm trying to get up all the way on top and balance and try to knock that off. Nah, just kidding. Ain't no way I'm gonna get up past that cliff. Yeah, I'll probably get up right about there. Is it? Man, must be about 400 foot up. How did I ever make it this far? Yeah, if I'd have known I was going to come this high, I'd have brought some dang water. Lots of it. Phew, how in the world did I ever get up here? Golly. Yeah, good thing is it's downhill now. I'm turning around. There really ain't too much further I can get. That'd be cool if you could get in a time bubble, and for every second 10 years would fly by, and you could watch, I bet 4 or 5 of these big boulders would fall in 10-minute time period. There's a rock down here, a big slab of it. It's just barely hanging on. You could probably just spit on it and it would slide off and go down. Boy, I wish a train would come right now. See it going around. Hey, there's one right there. God, I'm gonna do that when I get ready to hop out. I'm gonna say, I sure wish there was a train. It's just power. Probably coming back from Soldier Summit. Had to help a train across. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get down there to that slab of rock and see if I can't kick it off. Yeah. Whew. Man. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, check it out. It's just... Dang, I ain't going nowhere. God, it's just barely sitting up there. Man, I wish I could just stay up here for days. I should have brought my gear. Oh! God, I wish I'd have brought my darn gear. Found a perfect little dwelling cave here. Could build a little fire under there. But when I get to Ogden, might go up to Weber Canyon. There's a bunch of little caves like this. Actually, I have one in my video with Ron and Don. We went way up to the top, but it's high traffic. I'm just giving an example of those type, how big it is. We went up the side of the mountain and found that little cave. But man, that's cool, man. Ain't no way that's gonna fall. If it rained or got windy, you wouldn't have much to cover. Perfect little, I mean, it's flat. It'd be a mammoth task to get gear and bucket up. But if you were staying a few days, it'd be worth it. Carry one of them 2.5 gallon jugs of water, carry a couple of them up. Of course, you'd have to probably have somebody with you. There's Helper. Yeah, Helper, I'm not sure if I told everybody, but Helper got its name from the Helper engines they put on the coal trains, well, back in the day. Anyway, I got about halfway back down. Alright, got another train. It looks like an empty coal train. Hey, KCS, I think. I can't rightly tell, but it looks like the paint scheme. It's so bright I really can't see my screen. No, I don't think. That may be BNS. Yeah, that's BNSF. Oh, I wish I'd known. I would have stayed up where I was, because when he starts blowing the horn at that crossing, it echoes all the way up this canyon. He should start blowing right about in there. Yeah, I was past that third mountain pine. Okay, he should start blowing anytime. 1, 2, 3. Boy, it wasn't much of a coal train. Well, is he gonna even blow? I know he's up there somewhere. Come on. Don't tell me you're not gonna blow either. Huh. That's like the third, fourth train that hasn't blown at that crossing. Heck, the last one, man, it blew like 30 dang times. Yeah, he's already way past that road crossing. Hey, you can get rid up. Against FRA rules. You know that. Alright. Yeah, there's that ditch I was in earlier, where I went underneath that square tunnel. Remember, I was wondering what that was there? Well, it's abandoned homes, it looks like, and maybe an old water chute. But 2 abandoned homes. Alright. Yeah, that's right about where I climbed to, because I couldn't get no further up. And there's that. I wish I could just thump it. Laying right on the tracks. Then I could have all the time I wanted to catch a train, because it would be laying on the tracks, that rock. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. The next one I'll be riding, going to Cheyenne next. Still be on UP, but I'll be in Cheyenne. Let's see, today being Sunday, Monday. I'll be there in a couple of days.